Have you ever tried getting out of a chair and felt like your legs just didn't want to help? Or maybe you've caught yourself grabbing onto the wall or the countertop just to keep your balance. You're not alone, and you're not broken. These little moments are your body's way of whispering, hey, I need a bit of help. And the truth is, after 65, these whispers can get louder if we ignore them. But here's the good news. It doesn't take a gym membership or a strict workout plan to get back on track. In fact, just a few simple movements done consistently can help you stay strong, steady, and out of the hospital. We all know someone who's taken a fall and ended up in a hospital bed. Maybe that someone was even you. And while it might seem like just bad luck, most of the time it's not. It's a lack of strength, a lack of balance, a lack of mobility. These are things we lose slowly, and often without noticing, until one day we trip over a rug or misstep on a curb. But the body is incredibly responsive, even in our 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. You can still build strength. You can still improve your balance. And you can still take control of your health right from your living room. Let's start with one of the most underrated movements there is, standing up and sitting down. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But think about how often you do it. Getting up from the sofa, the dinner table, the toilet. And think about how many people lose the ability to do that without assistance.
This movement uses your thighs, hips, and core, all essential for walking, standing, and staying independent. Here's what I want you to try. Find a sturdy chair, one without wheels, and sit toward the edge. Keep your feet flat on the ground, arms crossed if you can, and slowly stand up using only your legs. Then sit back down, slow and steady. If you feel wobbly, keep a hand on the armrest or nearby cable. Start with 3 repetitions, or even just 1 if that's all you can manage comfortably. The point isn't to do 100 reps, it's to wake up the muscles that have been asleep for too long. Now let's talk about something we often forget until it's too late. Balance. Losing your balance doesn't always mean you're dizzy. Sometimes it's just that slight unsteadiness when you turn too quickly, or when you step off a curb and your foot doesn't quite land the way it should. That's where the next movement comes in, a simple one-legged stand. I know that might sound intimidating, but trust me, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Stand near a counter or the back of a sturdy chair, something solid you can grab if you need to. Shift your weight to one leg, lift the other just a few inches off the floor, and hold it there. 10 seconds is a great goal, but 5 seconds is just fine. Switch legs. You're not just training your balance, you're building awareness. You're teaching your body how to react when life throws you off center. These 2 exercises might seem small, but they're powerful. They're the kind of movements that protect your hips, your knees, your dignity. Because every time you practice them, you're taking a step away from that hospital bed and a step toward a life that's more confident, more mobile, and more yours. Let's keep that momentum going and explore the next gentle movement that can make an even bigger difference than you might expect. Now that your legs are waking up and your balance is getting a little sharper, let's shift to something just as important: coordination and movement. One of the sneaking reasons people end up needing medical care later in life isn't because they aren't trying hard enough, it's because they stop moving in ways that keep the whole body working together. That's where the next exercise comes in. It's gentle, it doesn't require equipment, and believe it or not, it can help lower your risk of falling, improve your circulation, and even sharpen your mind. It's called the gentle march, and yes, it really is as simple as it sounds. You're going to stand tall, feet about hip-width apart, spine straight, and slowly lift one knee at a time, like you're marching in place. That's it. You're not aiming for speed or height here, just a smooth, steady rhythm. If you need support, stand near a counter or hold on to the back of a sturdy chair. Start with 30 seconds or 10 steps on each leg, whatever feels good for your body.
And as you get used to the movement, try swinging your arms slightly with each step. That motion keeps your shoulders and upper back active too. Now, what makes this little march so powerful? It wakes up your circulation, which keeps your heart healthier. It strengthens your hip flexors. Those are the muscles that help you walk safely, step over things, and even get out of bed. And maybe most importantly, it keeps your nervous system alert and engaged. You're teaching your brain and body to work together again in a smooth, controlled rhythm, which is exactly what you need when moving around your home, going upstairs, or walking across a parking lot. And here's something fun to try. As you march in place, count backward from 50, or try saying the names of your favorite songs or your grandchildren. That simple combination of movement and memory training does wonders for keeping your brain sharp while your body stays active. It's like a 2-for-1 deal: physical exercise and brain exercise at the same time. What I really want you to take away from this is that none of these movements are about perfection. You're not training for a race. You're preparing for something far more important: your everyday life. Being able to stand up without strain, staying steady on your feet when you turn around, walking confidently from the kitchen to the living room without fear of stumbling. These are victories, and they matter. I know it can feel overwhelming at times. Maybe you haven't exercised in years. Maybe your joints hurt, or you've been told to take it easy. That's okay. You can start slow. You should start slow. But don't let fear stop you. Every small movement you make is a message to your body that says, I'm not giving up. I still want to live on my terms. And that message, it's powerful. There's one more exercise I want to show you that brings everything together. It's gentle, it's grounding, and it could be the key to keeping your body mobile and pain-free for years to come. Let's take a look at it next.
Let's bring it all home with a movement that often gets overlooked, but might just be the most important of them all: the heel-to-toe walk. Now, this one doesn't sound very exciting, I know, but give me a moment, because this simple movement is like giving your balance a tune-up, your posture a gentle lift, and your confidence a big boost, all at once. Start by finding a clear hallway or space in your home. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed, and imagine there's a string gently pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Now, take a slow, deliberate step by placing one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe, just like you're walking on a tightrope. Go slow. Focus on your posture, your breathing, your steps. Take 5 to 10 steps forward, then pause and return to where you started. It might feel a little strange at first, maybe even wobbly, and that's perfectly normal. You're retraining your body to move with intention, to stay balanced even in narrow or uneven spaces. And that skill, that's what keeps you steady when stepping off a curb, maneuvering around furniture, or walking on gravel or grass. This one small move helps prevent one big fall. And as you know, after 65, one fall can change everything. A fractured hip or wrist can lead to months of recovery, or worse, a complete loss of independence. But training your balance, even in tiny doses, is like building an invisible shield around your body. And the best part? You can do it right in your living room. As you practice, you'll notice that your foot placement becomes more secure, your core gently activates, and your legs feel more alive. That's progress. And don't worry if you can't do a full line of steps right away. Just like the other exercises we've talked about, this isn't a race. It's about waking up those small stabilizer muscles, the ones that keep you upright, steady, and mobile.
Now, here's something I want you to remember. These 4 exercises may be simple, but they're not easy. They take focus, consistency, and a bit of courage to start. But they're powerful because they meet you exactly where you are. Whether you're just getting back on your feet after a tough season, or you've been active for years and want to stay that way, these movements are your foundation. They're your daily check-in with your body. And they're your reminder that you are still strong, still capable, and still very much in charge of your health. It's easy to feel invisible as we get older. The world rushes by, and sometimes people forget that you're still here, still full of wisdom, still wanting to thrive, not just survive. But your body listens. Every step you take, every chair you rise from without help, every time you choose to move instead of sit, that's your declaration. That's your strength. So if you're thinking, I'm too old to start exercising now, I want you to know this. Your body doesn't care how old you are. It just needs a signal, a small invitation to come back to life. And these movements, they're that invitation. We've now talked through all 4 of these powerful exercises. Each one serves a specific purpose: building strength, improving balance, restoring coordination, and preventing injury. But together, they do something even more important. They give you your confidence back. And really, that's what this is all about. Feeling good in your body, trusting it to carry you through your day without fear. Waking up knowing that you're doing something for yourself, not because you have to, but because you deserve to feel strong, stable, and alive. Let's wrap things up with a few final thoughts that will help you carry these habits forward, because small steps, done with care, are what lead to big change.